رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه ومن والاه. Brothers, when a country or a nation dominates over others, when a nation persecutes, kills, oppresses, oppressed people, thus they have no power, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will show him, or will show this nation at the end, that his power is over the power of all others, that he is the most powerful. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala at the end will show this nation, this oppressor, that he will punish them at the end. Brothers, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gives more and more chance to those they oppress others, those they went astray. But at the end, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will never leaves them to do whatever they want. Allah will never ignores those people. They are oppressing people. They are killing, persecuting others. As the Prophet ﷺ says, Allah gives respite, meaning gives some time to the oppressors, but when He seizes them, He does not let them escape. When the punishment of Allah Azza wa Jal comes to a nation, even if it's so developed, even if they are so powerful militarily, economically, from all other aspects, they cannot do anything about it. They will be confused by the punishment of Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentions in the Quran how He punished and how He destroyed the previous nations before this ummah in the past, how He destroyed them when they didn't listen to the calls of their prophets, when they went astray, when they broke the universal rules that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has put in this world. Allah punished them with different punishments. Allah Azza wa Jal says, we took each of them by his sins. Some of them we sent upon whom violent winds, and some of them were taken by the stream, and some of them we caused the earth to swallow, and some of them we drowned. Allah is not the one who wronged them. It is they who wronged themselves. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala does not do injustice with people. They do injustice with themselves. That's why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gives them punishment. But we shouldn't think that by the end of the age of revelation, when the revelation ends, when we no longer see the prophets anymore, that also the punishments for those that are oppressors, those nations that are oppressors, also end. No, that's not true, because Allah Azza wa Jal is just. So does not, never in any age, in any time, does not let oppressors, those they persecute people, they kill people, to stay on what they are doing. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gives them His punishment. Now, what is happening, if we look at our time, what is happening in China, we cannot say that this is the punishment from Allah, and we cannot say the other way. We cannot say it's not the punishment from Allah Azza wa Jal, because we no longer have prophets with us. We cannot make sure whether what's happening to them is a punishment from Allah or not. But wallahi, what is happening to them is something that's strange. This big country, now they are confused. You see the whole city shut down. You see that people, they close their doors behind themselves and they cannot go out. So this is really something that Allah gives them al-ibrah, to look what has happened in the past to other people. So even if you are so developed, even if you are so powerful, that when the punishment of Allah comes, you cannot do anything about it. So these people, what happened to them is there's a virus which is invisible, which by our naked eye we cannot see it. So this virus made the whole country to be confused, not to do, they cannot do about it, anything about it, with all the progresses they have in all the aspects now they have. So, but what's happening to them is really, as I said, really strange. One may ask and say, let's say that it is a punishment from Allah Azza wa Jal. But why Allah does not punish others, those they have done much more wrongs to people, to innocent people, whether they are Muslims or not Muslims, such as US, such as United States, such as Russia, such as Israel, those countries, they are killing people for decades. Why Allah does not punish those people first, while China hasn't done anything? Like if we compare to what United States has done to Muslims and non-Muslims. This is a hikmah from Allah. This is His wisdom. We don't know. We cannot say this is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala did this or that. Because we have to accept His decision. Maybe He delays the punishment of the greatest evil, the one who has done much more wrongdoings. Maybe Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is doing this to punish them at the end severely, in a way destroy them completely. But what we are sure about is that the oppressed people, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will give them victory. Allah will not leave the oppressors to do what they want at the end, to last what they do. Because the Prophet ﷺ says, be aware of the dua, supplication of the oppressed, because when he makes dua, then there is no barrier between his dua and Allah. There is no barrier. There's nothing to protect his dua from reaching Allah Azza wa Jal. When someone who is oppressed, whether he's Muslim or not Muslim, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will respond to his dua. One may say, okay, what's happening? Let's say this is the punishment for those they are oppressing others. But what about those they haven't done anything wrong? The innocent people. Why Allah Azza wa Jal punishes all of them generally, the whole nation? But because those people, they haven't done anything. There are some people that they are doing bad things. They are oppressing Muslims. Why Allah Azza wa Jal makes His punishment to be general for all of us? But we have to know that when the punishment of Allah Azza wa Jal comes, it comes for all of them. For those they are oppressing, they went astray, and for those they are silent and they can do something, but they don't do anything because of their special interests. Because they say it's not our duty to call for good things. Because this is not our duty. Why should we do this? When the punishment of Allah comes, Allah make them in the same level. Those they are silent, and those they are oppressors. They are silent to what they are saying in front of them, or in front of their eyes. They see that Muslims have been persecuted, killed, but they say nothing. So when the punishment of Allah comes, Allah Azza wa Jal punishes all of them. But at the same time, with all that, a Muslim, a real Muslim, he is merciful. When he sees that someone, another fellow human, that he is suffering from something, anything, he is merciful. He does not become happy by seeing others suffering from anything, because he is merciful. He is required by Allah Azza wa Jal to be merciful to all people, as long as they are not oppressors, as long as those people, they are innocent. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. اللهم ارحم موتانا واشف مرضانا وسلم أحياءنا وآمن روعاتنا اللهم انصر المسلمين المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر المسلمين المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر المسلمين المستضعفين في كل مكان. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون ولذكر الله أكبر. أقم الصلاة يرحمك الله.